Good Sunday evening, everyone. I want to jump on here and give you an update on this week's storm potential. This is the daily weather map for Tuesday, and you'll notice that the severe weather threat extends across Mississippi and Alabama and up into southern middle Tennessee. This has been shifting northward, and I fully expect it to possibly include all of Middle Tennessee by the time this event unfolds. We are shaded in the red shading there. That's for flash flooding. That's that risk that I've been advertising for the last couple of days or so. Anytime we get a moist air mass in place in January, we certainly face the risk of heavy rainfall, which could lead to some flash flooding. This is the Storm Prediction Center's outline for Tuesday. Notice the green that we're shaded in, that is for a marginal risk for severe weather, which is the lowest of the 5 risk severe weather categories. However, the yellow shading, which is the slight risk, which is a level higher, is just to our south. So it's been inching northward, and I expect that to continue to inch northward as we get closer to the event, as more data has come in today that will likely influence the Storm Prediction Center to edge that even further north. And I wouldn't be a bit surprised if all the plateaus not included in the slight risk by the time this event unfolds on Tuesday. So y'all have heard of a weather balloon launch. Well, we can't launch a balloon on Tuesday on Sunday, right? We can't go into the future. So we rely on models to tell us what would it look like if we released a weather balloon Tuesday morning in Crossville. So this is one of the data points we look for. This is called a hodograph. So and it tells you, see how the winds kind of spin as you go up into the atmosphere. So that tells us there's going to be some turning with height. And you see over here on the right-hand side, these wind barbs, how they increase in intensity as you go up, switching from southerly down here at the surface to quickly switching to southwesterly as you go aloft. So winds are increasing with speed and changing direction as you go up into the atmosphere, which just means that any storm that develops will be able to rotate. Now, what does that mean? Well, that means we could have gusty winds, we could have some hail, and yes, we could even have a brief spin-up tornado. One of these numbers that you see over here, and I know there's a lot of information over here and a lot that you don't even, it's not important but to you, but that this CAPE number is instability. So it is low, which is typical for a January event. We have low instability, but we have a lot of spin in the air. So we'll see how all this pans out. Right now, the threat, of course, is low because we are limited on instability, but any storm that can access this spin, it could become strong to severe. So our daily hazards, you'll notice I've now added a low risk after dark Monday. We do have some thunderstorm activity that is expected now late Monday night after midnight. So that could get on the stronger side with some hail, some gusty winds. I'll keep an eye on that. I may need to take that threat back down when tonight's data comes in, when I do tomorrow morning's update. But for now, I just want you to be aware there could be some strong storms around late Monday night. Nevertheless, we're going to have strong southerly winds up to 25 miles per hour gusting as we get later into tomorrow and into tomorrow night. Tuesday, heavy rainfall, that's our weather aware day. Tuesday, 2 or 3 inches of rain, 30-mile-per-hour southerly winds, a low risk for severe storms and a low risk for a tornado. You'll notice on my risk scale up here in the upper left-hand corner of that chart, low is green, orange is medium, yellow is high. So all of these boxes are a low risk for severe weather, and I believe it will stay that way. But you know, it only takes one bad storm, you know, to be a big deal to you. So that's why we have to be very mindful of this, and that's why we're going to be weather aware on Tuesday. So I said this morning 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. was the timeline. I've had to take that down. It's an all-day threat. We have multiple rounds of showers and thunderstorms that may impact us on Tuesday. Most of those are not going to be severe, but as we get closer to Tuesday, I'll be able to fine-tune, you know, just exactly what bands of storms we might need to be most worried about or concerned about. So I'll be able to fine-tune that as we get closer. But we do have low threats of flash flooding, straight line winds, hail, and even a tornado threat. So we'll keep an eye on things, and I'll monitor the data as it continues to come in, just to know that Tuesday is a weather aware day, and I'll be watching it all. You just keep it right here at meteorologistmark.com.